Yo, 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 what is up, my gladiator? Sam here, and we are back with more story time. Now, this particular story time is back in my high school days, how I cheated and how I got away with a lot of things you probably shouldn't be able to get away with. So I'll start off by explaining my story from the point of I was extremely dyslexic, right? School just was not the thing for me. My brain works just completely opposite of like what the normal human brain. Like what's easy for most people is hard for me, but what's hard for most people is actually easier for me, if that kind of makes sense. Like my brain is just like flip flopped. It's literally just like bloop. It's just completely opposite. So with that, school, it was just not for me. Like I couldn't do a lot of the things that most of the kids were doing. So to get by and to complete school with pretty good grades, I had to cheat a little bit. And one such story I think was very, very interesting was how I cheated in my math class. Now, in this class, most people see me as like this really kind, innocent person who's very trustworthy, right? If you look at my face, like I have a fairly trustworthy face. And in high school, I kind of use this to my advantage. Like a lot of the teachers liked me, and they're like, "Oh, Sam, he's great. He always does his work. He's so trustworthy." All of my teachers usually liked me for the most part, and I would kind of use this to kind of bypass a little bit of the system. So one such day, my friend, who wasn't the most trustworthy person, was kind of known for cheating, had actually snuck in to the teacher's office before class, and this was like the finals for the test. He snuck in and he actually stole the test answers from her desk. So he went into her desk and he searched on it and he got the answers. And the next day he brings it into class right before we take the test. Now for this test, the teacher had to leave the room, right? So he was prepared to distribute all of these answers to all of us in the class so that we could get like sweet grades. You know what I'm saying? So the class starts and he comes in and I'm sitting there at my desk, and then he turns over. Now he sits in front of me. Now he turns over to me and he shows me the answers. I'm like, oh my God. And he hands it off to me. And now he hands it off to me because I'm sitting in the back of the class. And if I want to distribute all the answers, I could just kind of from the back send it all the way around to everyone. And so I'm like, oh my God. So I get the test answers in my hand. I'm like, oh, sweet. We're going to pass this test finally. Because I wasn't studying. I didn't study at all. So I was like prepared to fail. I'm like, well, what am I going to do? I'm going to fail this test. Then the teacher comes in. Obviously, I slip the answers under my notebook. And she walks up to the front of the class. And then she says that someone has stole the answers. She has found out that the answer sheet that she had has been missing, and she is obviously on the hunt for who's ever stolen it. And I'm just sitting there like, oh no, uh-oh. And then so what she does is she's like, all right, I want all of you to take your backpacks and open them up and show them to me. And I'm like, oh no, because I had put the answer sheet in my backpack, and I'm just, uh-oh. This isn't good. This is not good for me. Like, what's going to happen? If you get found cheating, that there are huge consequences. Like in college, if you get found cheating in college, you straight up just get kicked out of college. Like, you're done. In high school, obviously, it's a little bit easier. You're not going to get kicked out, but there will be some huge consequences. So I'm sitting there, I'm just like, I'm pooping my pants at this point. Oh, this isn't good. She starts going down the line. And she starts with the first desk and she checks their backpack. Nothing to be found, of course. And she's going through and she's checking everyone's backpack. The second person opens it up, searches around thoroughly. She's thoroughly going through it. Nothing to be found. The third person, she's going around, nothing. And as she's going down, obviously, I'm getting more and more nervous. Like when she gets to my desk, I'm like gripping it. I'm sweating. I'm just like, oh God, don't look at my backpack. This isn't going to end well for me. And she finally gets to the kid in front of me, right? And now this is the one who did steal it, but passed it off to me. So he obviously he doesn't have it anymore. But he's known for cheating. And she looks at him. She's like, this is the one. I can tell by the look in her eye, she is convinced that he's the one who stole it. And she takes his backpack. She looks around, and to her surprise, it's not there. And she's checked all the classes. She's checked everyone. And nothing can be found. Now, she gets up to my desk and she says, you know what? I've checked all the classes. I don't know where it is. But the one place I know for sure it isn't is Sam's backpack. Sam is the most trustworthy person, or the most trustworthy student I've ever had. Sam, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not even going to check your backpack. That's how much I trust you. I'm sitting there like, no way that just happened. The one person that actually has it, me, she doesn't check. And I was the last person in the last class, in the last day, and she didn't check it. Oh my goodness. I was freaking out. I got so lucky. You guys have no idea how lucky I got in this situation. Anyways, she leaves the room, and I whip out the test. I'm like, who wants straight A's, you know? Like, I'm just like handing out A's at this point. Here you go, A for you, A for you, A for you. Now, obviously, I'm smart. I'm not stupid. We're going to not all get straight A's, because if she looks at the tests and she realizes everyone in the class got a straight A, that's not going to end well. She's obviously going to know that someone had the answer. So I advise everyone to get B pluses, A minuses, stuff like that, so we don't look suspicious. They all do, and we pass. Pretty awesome story. We all got away with it by the hair of my chinny chin chin, and I think. Well, there's not really a moral to that story, because you guys shouldn't be cheating in school. Like, I just happened to get really lucky. And if you do get caught, you are in deep, deep doo-doo. So don't cheat. But for this rare occasion that I did cheat, I happened to get away with it. But in college and with all my other tests, obviously I don't cheat. Like, that's just not going to work out for you in the end. So, hope you guys enjoyed this story. If so, please hit it up with a like, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. All right, goodbye.